How's it going, everybody? This is Seer here, and today I wanted to discuss with you guys my defenses for Cosmic Crucible. Now, the first week I did end up going 3-0, and my first two rounds I had very strong scores, so it was looking to be more of an offensive-heavy meta. However, Room 6 is definitely putting a twist in that, so I did make a few adjustments to my defense. I want to discuss why I made these adjustments. So with that being said, Stage 1 is Hunting Sense. This one here, striker characters are going to be applying bleed, and if you have a raider or skirmisher character, you're going to basically get an ISO attack on them. So the team I'm bringing in here is going to end up being the Liberty team with Black Knight. So I am planning to bring Liberty into Dark Dimension or the Xavier Saga. So these characters will end up being G20. Black Knight, he's going to stay at G19 until I'm done. Then I'll probably take him up after I'm finished. Just because of how good Black Knight still is, whether that's on offense or defense. And Liberty turned out to be a really good team. Even though this is able to usually get beat by a superior 6 team with the full Liberty, I tried doing a twist where I throw Captain Britain in there. I got better efficiency and did look a lot tougher. So I'm going to try and bolster this even more by adding Black Knight in here, trying to get those retaliates out there and cause a lot of disruption. And this team usually uses a lot of raiders anyways, as you could see, and Peggy Card again on those pings out there. I think this could be a lot stronger. We'll see how this ends up faring in Stage 1. For Stage 2, Turtle Shell. So this one here currently is bugged. I reported this during the U32 tournament. I reported about 2 additional times after that, and it never got fixed. So whatever you throw in here, Kahori's going to run rampant on it, so I do want to give you a heads up about that. Kahori, for some reason, is getting double turns in here. Basically, she gets 2 passive shots. She gets 400% turn meter. She takes about 5 or 6 turns because she'll do basic, ult, special, basic, or some combination. She just goes off and solos the entire room. It's only on offense, so what I'm throwing in here, because the rest of this doesn't matter, because if they have Kahori in offense, they're going to use her here. I'm just going to end up using my Orcus members. They are G20 for 3 of them because of the global villain section. I did get that done. I have Omega Sentinel in here, and I have the old school Emma Frost in here. She's more to kind of slow down and stop a little bit of the Immortal X-Men if they try to bring her in here. Just in case they try and use Kahori on defense or some other room because they're not aware of the bug that's currently in there. But otherwise, Kahori's going to destroy this just like she will every other room. Next up is Toxic. So this one here, this is going to be like an efficiency sync room. So on that character's turn, offense or defense, attack self for 15% of that character's max health. This damage reduces the max health of the character by the same amount. So what I am throwing in here is Vigilante with a pre-taunt in here. I tried using a Superior 6 with Vulture and Falcon in here, and it was a ticking time bomb watching Punisher's turn meter almost get full a few times, because if he would have gotten his ult off, I would have been dead. So this is more of a ticking time bomb for Punisher to go off if they try to bring that in there. Silver Sable, then Daredevil Modern, they're just new stat characters in here. Elektra, she kind of goes stealth and can cause a little bit of issues if she gets her turn off, but overall I don't think this is gonna be great. It's just more try to hold your opponent off and try to suck as much efficiency out that you can. So another option you could throw in here could be the Wanda's Revenge team, basically what I have in Stage 5. A little bit of a spoiler there. That could work in 5 or 3, but I wanted to take advantage of the defense down in Stage 5. Stage 4, I want to give a shout out to Juicy. I saw him use this, and it's a very interesting defense, so credit where credit is due. So if you don't like this, blame Juicy, not me. So all characters, offense or defense, after using an ultimate ability, spread all positive effects to the adjacent allies. Ultimates also cost 2 less energy in here, so that's why people have been putting Kahori on defense in here, basically trying to take advantage of that. And then they could throw in other characters like a Mephisto or something to try to protect her. and you basically kind of have to go with the mirror match to try to beat her if you have her in offense. If you don't have her in offense, hopefully you have a Black Knight to try to stop her. So the team I'm going with in here is going to be a three-piece Annihilators. Thanos Endgame's G20 for me. I have Gladiator, I have Ultimus, and I have Super Skrull in here. This is basically try to bait your opponents into using Immortal X-Men in here. Proxima, I did end up taking up to G19 Purple 3. It's just not reflected right here. She's still level 100 for me, but she's going to ult turn 1 and get a slow and stun on somebody. If that ends up going on like a storm, the Immortal X-Men's going to kind of fail in here. So it's pretty interesting as far as how this could end up working, especially Thanos being G20. If he does end up getting pushed, that's going to cause even more of a headache for your opponent. Stage 5 Mutant Immune System. Mutant characters on turn clear all negative effects from self, heal self for 10% max health for each negative effect cleared. This is the big thing I'm taking advantage of. All characters on turn will gain defense down. So by using Wanda's Revenge in here, your opponent's basically going to take their turns that have defense down, and then the Scarlet Witch pings are hidden into a defense down character. That's basically what I'm going with in here. I don't really want to take these characters to level 105, so they're just going to kind of sit here at the rank 9 overpowered. It's more me being stubborn. I don't want to waste my gold when I spent 40 million gold on round 1 because of overpowered. Spider-Man's Web Trap. So this here is going to be the new King defense, unless your opponent basically has Odin and maybe Illuminati on offense. I don't know any other way for people to try to clear this in one shot, maybe even 2 or 3 shots on here. It's a very tough defense. So all characters on offense and defense, speed bar cannot be increased or decreased. This is a permanent thing. The next part, after the first attack is done, you are able to take advantage of this because stage 6 is bugged as well. It has been reported, no communication, whether it's going to be fixed or not. Usually whenever there's bugs in Cosmic Crucible, they usually don't tend to fix them. They just kind of let them sit around until the season's over. We'll see if that ends up changing. But characters with speed up gain negative 50% speed. Characters with slow gain plus 50% speed. Basically, it does the opposite effect of speed and slow, kind of canceling it out. But like I said, if you get that first attack completed, then you are able to take advantage of the speed and slow. So it's very interesting there. The team is a monster one. We have Sasquatch, or you could use Black Knight in here. I'm just using Sasquatch so I can use Black Knight elsewhere. We have Null, which we're going to be having a 5-star Null once Battle World ends up ending. I have the new Emma, I have Mephisto, and I have Odin. The key to this is you have to kill Emma Frost X-Men. That way you can go in for the cleanup. Otherwise, you're going to have a very difficult time trying to clean this up afterwards. Now, as you notice, I don't have Illuminati on defense anywhere. I tried doing the breakup to where I have Illuminati with, say, a Super Skrull without Captain Britain. I use Captain Britain elsewhere. I'm going to need my Illuminati team to try to deal with this as far as maybe a first hit to get rid of that Emma Frost. So I'm thinking using Illuminati, Old Man Logan, maybe Echo, stop the charges, try to kill her the best of my ability, or maybe I have to do a different burn attack and then go in to kill her. This is going to be a very rough stage 6 as far as trying to take this out. Now, I know Zero or some other people like maybe Soliner is going to know their counters to this, but for the basic community, this is a monster defense. And for those that's in the top, like Masters 3 Grandmasters, we're going to be facing Professor Xavier's as well. That's probably going to be in like a stage 5, or maybe they throw that in stage 6. So we are going to start seeing Professor Xavier's. The last I saw, there were about 70, maybe 80 Xavier's unlocked right now. So we're going to have some fun this upcoming week. So stay tuned for that one. But let me know what you guys think of the defense. Any changes that you would end up making on here or alterations, feel free to throw that in the comments below. If you did enjoy this video, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, have a wonderful rest of the day.